Okay, so let's talk about one of our fundamental attacks, fundamental moves from the front headlock. It's called the go behind, right? We have someone in front headlock. We simply go behind them. And this gives us an opportunity to score points for takedowns or take the back, right? So we're in a front headlock, whether that's via a snap down or we're sprawling on a shot. I guess the only difference is that like if I'm snapping Levi down, right, from the standing position, right, I'm on my feet, I snap him down, right, I stay on my toes the entire time, okay? But if we're in the situation where he takes a shot, right, let's just pretend he takes a shot, I initially have the shoelaces, if I were wearing shoes, the shoelaces are face down so that when he drives into me, my body doesn't start to build up. So initially, like when we sprawl on a shot, we want our shoelaces down. But then once we establish the front headlock position, right, I'll put my toes on the mat so that I'm mobile, right? We want to be able to actually move our body to go behind. But again, if I initiate the snap down, my toes are on the mat already, whatever, okay? So just a few things about the front headlock position, right? I want my knees off the mat. I don't want to be like this. One, my knees are close to him. He can start grabbing them, start finishing the takedown, anything like that. And also, I just want my weight on his head and his neck and not on the mat, right? I want that pressure on him. So they say hips down, chest up, like this, okay? Now, I have tricep control and a chin strap with the other hand, okay? So this allows me to choose between attacking submissions and going behind to take the back. Let's scoot back just a little bit this way. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to go behind him. And what I need to make sure is that this arm doesn't extend and catch my leg as I try to go around, right? So if I'm not worried about this arm at all, I start to go behind, he catches my leg very easily, right? Yeah, so like we don't want him catching that leg. So there's a lot of simple ways to block this arm, with the head, with the knee. I like to just take this chin strap hand, windshield wiper over the head to block the arm and then go behind, right? And obviously, like me putting my hand here is not going to prevent him from reaching out and grabbing my leg. But it's just for a moment, just to make sure I can feel what he's doing with that arm. I can pin it just for a moment before I step and back step into my go behind. So I'm here, right? I've got tricep control, my windshield wiper with my other hand. This hand that was on the tricep comes to the waist. I step and I back step, okay? And that's all it is. It's a very quick movement. I just momentarily make sure that he can't extend this arm to grab me as I go behind. Right? Now we can work on whatever we want to work on here. We can pull him into side control, right? We can start establishing our hooks and trying to take the back or whatever. But again, I think like the two most important things are like your weight stay on your opponent and not the mat, and then you have to block that arm. Like that's like an extremely common beginner mistake. It's like they just start trying to run around the guy and they're not worried about what he's doing with his arms. And I guess like the last thing I'll comment on is that, so this go behind pairs very well with the anaconda choke because if his arm is extended, okay, it becomes difficult for me to go behind because he can start grabbing my legs as I try to turn that corner. But now it makes it easier for me to attack this anaconda choke, right? If he tucks his elbow, it's now difficult for me to attack this anaconda. But now it's easier for me to go behind because he can't grab my leg, right? It's super easy to go behind in this situation. So, just as like a conceptual note, like it's always best to pair your attacks, with basically things that complement each other. Dilemmas, as some people might say. But yeah, those are, I'm not going to get into the anaconda choke, but yeah, the go behind pairs very well with the anaconda. So, go behind from the front headlock or turtle.